we'll give you a minute. No one thinks about it. It's like, the obvious choice. Josie's going to win it. Give it to Josie.
Anyway. That's right, yeah.
In one respect, really, it should have been thought of between probably me, Corin, and Andrew.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be us three that are probably going to be fighting for that last spot. I know they're doing a lot of stuff with Sammy because they're trying to up his profile to obviously keep him in for the... They want him in for the final week.
Of course they do.
So they like call him in a diary 3-4 times a day. They're having,
like the Ben
tasks with him. It is. Remember when Ben, when they were helping Ben out.
As if we broke the laws, what he's been doing. Breaking the laws, what have been there all along, getting fucking rolled. Well, they've been out by now.
I'm not worried so much about him breaking the laws. My sort of deal on it is I can see that they're doing all they can to raise his profile and keep him in.
Yeah. I still think he'd probably be gone.
I don't know. I think he's probably got a pretty big following out there.
I don't like talking about it really, because
you got to think there was a lot of. You got to think he didn't get in the launch night, right? So he would have had a lot of profile off the back of not getting in on the launch night. Then he didn't get in on that week of 6, so he would have had a lot of profile off the back of that. Then we give him profile because people were saying, "Oh, we don't want Sammy Pepper in here," blah 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 blah. That bumped it up again. He said in a couple of days he had like 200 odd people add it on his Facebook, and he probably deleted a load that he didn't want to add. I think probably he's got a pretty massive sort of following of people out there.
Well, a lot of youngsters are like
and there'll be a lot of people. There'll be a lot of people out there that dislike him. I wish that from now on in people will vote in for who they wanted to win.
Yeah.
I think that would put a totally different.
That's probably what it'll be.
Because I know for a fact there are people out there like who would support me and would want me to win.
Yeah.
Right, but those people are then going to have to spread their votes between people that they feel. Do you know what I mean? It's like, for instance, Andrew. Like, who is going to vote Andrew out? Who is going to dislike Andrew?
That's why I said he'd be already.
But a lot of people will dislike me, but also there'd be a whole bunch of people that would follow me and would want me to do well. Yeah. So if the vote-in was for someone to win, I'd probably get in the final week. I wouldn't win it, but I think I would get in the final week. Because it's actually an unpopularity vote, there'll be lots of people out there that would want to vote me out. Andrew, on the other hand, probably won't have that many people that want to vote him out. He would have a lot of people that would like him, but probably not enough to get him in the final 3. That's what I think. Same as probably with Corin. Corin probably could do with being in the position where people are voting her to win rather than voting who do you want to evict. Like you, for instance, you and Mario, no one is really going to dislike you guys. No, you haven't done enough to be disliked. So
you don't know that, do you?
You've been in there all that time. You've built up a fan base. People really like you. They like Mario. They like Josie. John James could be in a spot of bother because obviously he's done enough to upset people. I certainly have. You know what I mean? And I just think Andrew hasn't done anything really to upset people. He's brought a lot of fun to the house. I don't know. If I had to put money on it, I would say me and Corin are out of the picture. I would say it's Josie, John James, yourself, Mario, and Andrew. That's the 5 that I would pick. I think me and Corin have not done enough to get the final week. Even though I think Corin's a massive personality and I love her, and I think I thought she had a chance of winning it. I really did. At one point I thought she could win it, but I just don't think we've done enough.
I don't know. It's hard to even think that you're going to be there, and you've just got to take it every day as it comes out.
People will love you, dude, because of your story. People would have heard your story by now in the news, on whatever.
Yeah, but you can get sick of hearing that story, can't you? You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
You can hear the story and then take all that on board, but then what other is there? You know what I mean? I don't know, mate. I was here to promote about my stuff. You was here to promote about your stuff as well, weren't you? So I feel even if I go tomorrow, I manage to do that, and I'm hoping when I get out I can see that that's worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then that'd be fantastic. But I don't know. It's great to be here at the end.
Because it's really wobbly, and it weren't like that this morning.
You let Sam in straight away, didn't they?
Yeah, that was it. It's because it's quite funny. Corin may have a chance then. So I think we would have built up a bit of a fan base, you know, maybe, like we all probably have built up a bit of a fan base, you know. So I know people would be supporting me from the circles that I'm in. But when you're voting to actually evict someone, I don't think those votes actually mean as much. Because you imagine my people that would support me, say, you know, I don't know, maybe it may just be a few hundred, but whatever. But like, how would they know who to vote out? And do you know what I mean? I just think I can't see how it would really work. So I don't think we've done enough. I don't think me and Corin have done enough. And it's sad because I really love Corin. I'd like to see her in the final. I know it would mean a lot to her. But I'd be very surprised if she does make the final. And I'd be very surprised if I made the final. I just don't think I will.
Not once to be chucked out. I saved myself, didn't I? On the only time I could have gone.
Yeah.
So how do I know? Did people might have wanted me out fucking ages ago, but they're not
The
had
thing is, though,
opportunity.
with that, though, is like they're not actually voting to keep you in. They're voting to get someone out.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And the weeks I was up, they obviously wanted Ben out because of the booze he had. They wanted Rachel out because of the chance she had. And they wanted Joe out. So it doesn't really mean that, like, they've voted to keep you in. It just means you've had less votes than the people they voted out.
Yeah.
Even though it's encouraging to think they haven't voted you out, so you can't be that really much hated out there, it still doesn't give you an indication of how much you're liked.
No, that's what I mean. Because I've not been up to go and get voted out, have I? If I was up, I might have gone straight away.
You wouldn't have gone.
So that's how I worry. You've been up 4 times, you've been saved 4 times. That must give you some fucking encouragement, sure.
It does give you encouragement.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it does give you encouragement. Of course it
Yeah,
does.
it must do.
Of course it does. But like, I just don't think I've done enough to get the final, and that's fine. I mean, like, it's the public show. They've got to do what they've got to do.
No, I think you deserve to be in the final.
It doesn't go on that, though, does it?
No, I know, Dave. I mean,
if you look at like
think
who could deserve to be in the final, I mean, you definitely would. I think Corin, with everything Corin's gone through, she definitely deserves to be in the final. You could look at another level. John James flying over here 3 times, spending like $30,000, whatever it was, on flights and whatever else. I mean, he could say he deserves to be in here.
Yeah, but it doesn't normally happen that a partnership in here get to go on the end day to be here together.
I mean, Mario, because of how much Mario's wanted to be in here, you could say you
not
deserve
normally
to be in
happen
here,
like that at all.
Yeah, usually one of the partnerships will get the lion's share of the votes.
The thing is, you've got to think Josie's already in.
2 days.
Pardon?
Josie's already in.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean, that's going to change the voting a little bit for the eviction to get into the final. So I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe all the people that dislike John and Josie's relationship, because not everyone's going to like it, maybe they vote John out. I don't know. I don't know how it would work. I'd have thought their relationship would be liked, though. I think there'll be people that'll be questioning some of it.
Yeah,
And probably when
always
John gets
like.
out, he'll have a load of questions he's got to answer on it.
I sometimes wonder if, like, Josie had ever come up for eviction, whether she'd gone purely because of all the jealous girls that would want to vote her out because she was with John James.
Do you think so?
Yeah. It's happened before.
That'd be strange.
But at the same time, Josie's is a very untypical Big Brother kind of girl. She's liked by by females.
She's girl next door, isn't she?
Yeah.
She just is girl next door.
Do you think she's the type of person that usually do well in Big Brother? The sort of personality she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's... I don't know, perhaps she'll win it still. I don't know. I don't like predicting that, because you could say all you want, but at the end of the day, it's up to it, is it? It's up to everybody else outside. It could be anybody in here now, as far as I'm concerned.
None of us have
anybody, obviously.
none of us have potential to be a winner.
Yeah.
So, but in cold reality, some people much less likely than others.
That's right.
There's the optimism way of looking at it, that all 9 of us have a potential to be the winner.
We do, at the minute.
But the cynical version is about 4 that are just not going to get it.
It's idealistic and realistic, isn't there? It's like...
If we're all here again on that last night, on that sofa, then it could be any of us.
Yeah,
Absolutely anyone.
I think when it gets to the final 5, it's anyone's.
Anyone.
It's anyone's game.
Yeah, I think if I could get into the final, you know what I mean, I think, you know, I'd love that. I'd love that opportunity to be in the final.
Yeah,
I think
to get that chance.